Woman then tries to make excuses, but she is swiftly sent packing. What do you think girls get up to when they meet? Do they talk about cosmetics and what an awful outfit Emily had on today? You haven't guessed right. They really come up with plans for uncovering infidelity. This young lady also decided to check on her partner, but she just sent her best friend over. The guy sees her and immediately puts his arm around her. He's caught right in the act.
Do I get a hug?
Son of a bitch.
Sam?
Is that your big joke?
The guy gets angry that someone's checking up on him, even though his girlfriend has a lot more reason to be angry than him.
First he gave me her ring and then he got me a new one.
No, actually, first I gave you the ring you gave to
Don't
the
walk
man.
towards her like that. No.
The situation heats up, and the unfaithful man is unable to stand up against the both of them. After all, the only thing worse than one furious girl is two furious girls.
Go! Stop! Stop! Yeah, he's just an ex, a crazy ex.
Modern problems call for modern solutions. John had long suspected that his wife Donna was cheating on him. That's why he decided to tail her with the help of a drone. The man uploaded the drone video to the internet, and good thing he did. First, he watches as his lady takes a different way to work than usual. Then, she stops and seems to be waiting for someone. Donna starts fixing her hair. This really angers John, who's providing commentary on what he sees on the screen. The man aggressively shouts that he's been with his wife for a whole 18 years. The car drives up and she gets into it without the slightest hesitation. Everything is finally discovered. She's caught red-handed. But you shouldn't feel sorry for a woman who, in our day and age, gave up a man with a drone for a dude with a minivan.
18 years! Gone! 18 years! Gone!
One guy from Peru decided to amuse himself by going through his town on Google Maps. Suddenly, he spots a couple sitting on the beach. Or rather, the woman is sitting while the man is resting his head on her knees. It's an adorable scene, right? But this man didn't find it so cute because these people have not only cheated on their partners, they also didn't know how to hide the fact. But before we get to these crazy and hilarious videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. After all, you don't want our videos to catch you by surprise, do you? Relationships with your loved ones. One Spanish reporter appeared in live broadcasts to discuss the pandemic. There was nothing unusual in this reportage until a scantily clad girl entered the frame. This caught internet users' attention, and they can uncover any crime. The woman turned out not to be the reporter's girlfriend, but a co-worker of his. Alfonso immediately laid the blame at social media because everyone had been following his relationship with television presenter Marta Lopez. What had these two co-workers been doing? Were they holding a meeting? Or when this couple took their vows, Danielle didn't exactly say that if she was having an affair, her husband would get $8.8 million. But that turned out to be something that she couldn't avoid. Keith King loved his wife Danielle, but she couldn't stand their abusive relationship and wanted a divorce. King didn't want to let his beloved go, and he simply proposed a separation. But soon, he began to suspect that his wife was seeing someone. He monitored her phone and discovered that she was often communicating with his employee, Francisco Huazar III. He decided to have a talk with the guy so that Francisco would stop seeing Danielle. However, Francisco refused to listen, and Keith decided to go ahead and fire this valuable employee. In the video, King tries to talk to Danielle, but Francisco won't let him do it. King's wife testified in court that Francisco wasn't guilty of anything, that they had begun a relationship after her separation from her husband. The court, however, forced Huazar to pay Keith $2.2 million as moral and material damages, as well as a $6.6 million fine.
She's my wife! That is my wife!
Guy coming home from the army found his girlfriend in bed with another man. The man began a stern lecture about how he loved his girlfriend and had never betrayed her even when he had the chance. He realized that the woman was his wife. The faces were blurred, but he couldn't help but recognize the person he'd been living with. When the man showed his wife what he had found, she didn't even bother trying to deny it. She admitted that she had been cheating on him for several years. Google Maps had directed them to go their separate ways. What do you expect when you go to a baseball game? Certainly not that your affair will be revealed to the world. Sisters Delana and Bryn were sitting behind a married couple in the stands. The girls' attention was not on the field, but on the phone of the woman seated in front of them. The sisters noticed that she was sending a love note to a certain Mark, but the contact had been entered into her phone as Nancy. The girls wrote a note for her husband, and they shared their discovery on Twitter. Half an hour later, her husband already had all the proof. Apparently, to be a born spy, one just has to be born a woman. Probably the first thing many of us do in the morning is check Instagram. Yulia Agranovich was just scrolling through her feed, and it wasn't Kim's new photos she saw, but pictures of her and her husband's bedroom. The shots had been uploaded by a woman that Yulia didn't know. "The view from my husband's bedroom is lovely," Yulia commented on the photo. The Instagram drama continued with a post by Yulia where she posted the same photo from her husband's lover with a seething caption mentioning him. Apparently, the story of their love only survived one Instagram story. We hope that you've never been confronted with cheating yourselves, but maybe you've heard other stories of infidelity being discovered. Share them with us in the comments.
But be faithful to you. There was plenty of opportunities I could have had, but I said no.
However, the girlfriend's lover lying in bed showed no reaction to this soldier's speech. Rather, he just pretended to be sleeping. I wonder how this story ended. I hope it wasn't like a new Rambo movie.
I loved you, Lydia. I did. Go to hell.
Kiss cams always capture the best moments, but not for this couple. Dave was hugging his companion nicely, but as soon as he saw himself on the big screen, instead of a passionate kiss, he abruptly took his hand off her shoulder. This odd reaction made the video very popular on Twitter, and then the video was seen by Dave's girlfriend. It turned out that he had gone to the game with his secret lover. The guy later complained that the video had destroyed his relationship. Many people feel a lack of trust towards their partners or spouses. This guy decided to check up on his wife by contacting a young lady by the name of Vika, who does fidelity tests on her YouTube channel. Sergey didn't know what his wife was up to all day while he was at work. To carry out their inspection, Vika and her team installed hidden cameras in the couple's apartment to surveil it. On day 3, the camera picked up a strange conversation. The woman was flirtatiously inviting someone over to the apartment, and she ended her conversation with the word kisses. The next day, the woman spent all evening preening in front of the mirror, and then a young guy arrived at the apartment. Now, the two lovers are already talking about how it's time for them to be together. Sergey is watching all this on the screen, and immediately he decides to end the experiment. He's boiling with rage. The lover tries to hide in Sergey's own bed, but Sergey is an expert at playing hide and seek and quickly finds the man.